Good morning. So following today's market outlook this morning, I left my laptop open and an opportunity presented itself at the 8:45 macro. So as you can see, I spotted this BISI and this CB, which was over a key price level of 24,500. So I marked it up and I decided to monitor this to see whether this could be an opportunity to take a sell into my area of point of interest, which would be the beige box at the bottom. As you can see, I've just marked out the macro time and I'm waiting to see if we retraced into that box there. One of the things I'm still struggling with is sticking to my protocol, because I shouldn't really be looking at the chart until 9:45. But I had the laptop open. I had just done the market review, and I said to myself, well, let me see and see if we can make a trade, because it kind of made sense to me at that point. If we're still looking at trading all-time highs, bearing in mind we have stopped shy of 24,005. Well, we've made a high in the London session, but we haven't gone to a consequent encroachment of that price range. So I'm thinking we are going to go higher again today, but in order to go higher, you have to drop down lower. So there's also 8:30 news, which didn't inject a huge amount of volatility, as you can see. But, at the end of the day, it did provide a opportunity. So as I'm looking here, I am, really waiting to see whether or not we get that retracement into that box. The box by 8:50 a.m. is my time framework. So I then just drop down to the 15-second to see if I've missed my entry, my optimum entry. And as you can see here, I'm looking at that saying that could have been the optimum entry that I should have been looking for. So now, is price actually going to retrace into there at 9:50 as we approach 9:50? I don't have the patience, and so I just enter the trade there. I think that's good enough. Set my stop loss and my take profit. It's not quite 50 pips, but I think that's a good enough run. That's how I essentially entered the trade during this macro. And I'll be honest with you, I was quite conservative with my take profit. I didn't do a huge number of contracts, obviously 0.1. I reduced my risk a little bit now that I can see that price is definitely going in my direction and it is likely to hit my take profit. I actually thought that I was considering, do I extend the TP further, but let me just leave it as is, because I am outside of my macro as such. Now, whilst it was tempting for me to, add on to this position, I tried to be somewhat conservative and, just be patient and wait. As I say, it was outside of my macro. All in all, the trade hasn't been open that long. It is just before 9:30 open, and you don't really know what might actually happen. And so, I set my take profits at key levels. I enter at a key level and I take profit at a key level, and ultimately that's it, and that's the model I'm trying to stick to. I mean, as you can see, there was a continuation of the run a little bit lower, which is fine. It can do whatever it wants to do, but I have to try and maintain some level of discipline. And so essentially that was it. Hopefully you're able to get something today as well. Let me know.